Hey guys, Christoph the Polish guy here, and we are going to talk about Obi-Wan, the show. I finally finished the show, and I have lots of things to say on it. First, did I like it? Well, yes and no. It was very much a mixed bag. I liked it sometimes, I didn't like it sometimes, overall, when I was watching it, I was entertained and enjoy it, even though I do think a lot of things quite don't make sense. As I was saying, Vader and Obi-Wan weren't supposed to meet for those 20 years, and in this show they had lots of interactions. But we'll get to that later. First, I'll repeat what I said. The show was very much a mixed bag. So, let's dive into it. First, what did I like about this show? As I said, overall, I was kind of entertained as I was watching it. Yeah, as I said, I don't think the story made quite sense, but in isolation, I've had a good time while I was watching it. As I said, Obi-Wan should not have left Tatooine for all those 20 years. That said, they did give him a very, very good and rational reason to leave it. So I guess I could somewhat let this go. I also really liked little Leia. I thought she was very funny and cute. So yeah, I really like little Leia. I've seen many people complaining and calling her annoying, but I personally really liked her. I like how smart she was. I thought she was really funny, as I said. Also, what I really liked was Darth Vader, of course. I already been saying it quite a couple times. Him and Obi-Wan meeting didn't quite make sense. But when he did appear in isolation, all his appearances were cool. Darth Vader is my favorite villain and my favorite Star Wars character ever. So yeah, any of his appearance, him being badass, I will love. And he was literally at his best in this show. But as I said, I don't quite think his appearance made sense. But in isolation, his fights and every moment in his I really loved, because it's just awesome to see Darth Vader on screen. And the flashbacks of Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker, how they looked in Attack of the Clones, were pretty cool too and nostalgic. Yeah, and I thought the action was decent in this show. So yeah, overall those are all the good things I have to say about the show. But I also like one more thing. I also love the appearance of Qui-Gon Jinn as a Force Ghost. Qui-Gon Jinn is also one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and I thought he was used here very well. I really loved how throughout the whole show Obi-Wan tried to communicate with him, but seemingly couldn't, until the end where Qui-Gon Jinn appears and reveals he's been there all along. He was just testing Obi-Wan. That was pretty cool and made perfect sense. I loved that a lot. Plus, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan is amazing. He did an amazing job in the prequels and he did an amazing job here. Ewan McGregor just is Obi-Wan. There's no one who I could see playing him as, other than Ewan McGregor. Original trilogy had Alec Guinness, but now I couldn't see any other Obi-Wan other than Ewan McGregor. So, as always, I personally felt he did a fabulous job here. And Liam Neeson did a fabulous job as Qui-Gon in his one appearance as a Force Ghost too. So yeah. Okay, so that was all the good. Now we are going on to what I did not like about the show, and there were quite things I did not like in the show at all. So let's talk about it now. Okay, so now on to negatives, and there were a lot. I already talked about Darth Vader, and as much as I love Darth Vader, well, it's still kind of troublesome that he and Obi-Wan have met. As I said, they weren't supposed to meet for those 20 years. I had someone use an argument that Obi-Wan actually thought Anakin was dead in Revenge of the Sith, but that doesn't quite convince me. Darth Vader is like Emperor's number 2. So there is no way Obi-Wan would not have known Darth Vader exists. Like, he would obviously know it. Like, so yeah, there's no way. And another thing that I wasn't very huge fan of was the character of Reva. Like, she was probably the most useless character in the entire show. Like, honestly, you could have replaced her with Vader and his Inquisitors, or just his Inquisitors, and the story would have been the same, probably even better. Because, as I said, Reva felt super pointless, and I did not like her at all. And then, her backstory of trying to get revenge on Vader also quite doesn't make sense. Like, why didn't Vader just kill her? Why did he keep her around? Also, like, why would she be helping Vader for so long if she was just trying to get revenge on him? Also, the ending of Obi-Wan, it almost feels like Obi-Wan didn't quite save Luke. It feels like Reva just chose to give him back, which in some ways makes Obi-Wan feel incompetent. And Obi-Wan is supposed to be a very powerful Jedi. So, yeah, that was a big trouble for me. And finally, I'm also going to talk about the story itself, which is the most mixed bag here. On one hand, in isolation, I was quite entertained by it and had a good time while I was watching it. But on the other hand, when I dig deep into it, I realize it quite doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of things, and it doesn't really fit into Star Wars lore. Like, Obi-Wan wasn't supposed to leave Tatooine. He was supposed to be there for those 20 years and protect Luke Skywalker. And he was never supposed to meet Vader for those 20 years. I must say, it would be much better if it was a small-scale story confined to Tatooine. Like, it would actually be quite interesting for a Star Wars story to be set only on one planet and not leave it at all. Like, I heard the original plans were for Obi-Wan to fight this Tusken Rider, former Jedi, and protect Luke from him. Which honestly, the story sounds awesome, and shame they did not chose this story instead. If that's the story they chose, it would have a potential to be one of the best Star Wars shows ever made. Maybe not quite as good as the Clone Wars, but still, maybe second or third, something like that. So when I said the story was a mixed bag, as I said, on one hand, it was quite entertaining and I had a good time with it. But as I said, I still don't think it quite made sense. So overall, I'm going to give Obi-Wan a like 6 out of 10. Enjoyable show, though in a grand scheme of things, it doesn't quite fully make sense. So yeah, tell me your thoughts on the Obi-Wan show. Please press the like button, please press the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you soon in another video. Talk to you later, bye!